my 20s, filled with business attire to the club, our first black president, and McDonald's snack wraps.
Crispy chicken, fresh lettuce.
They need to bring those back. But also, terrible money decisions. It took me 10 years, what I'm about to tell you in 10 minutes. Once I overcame these 7 things, my relationship with money changed drastically, going from broke to paying off over $100,000 of debt. Are you ready to learn from my mistakes? Stay tuned.
5, 10, 20, 50, 100, pass it around.
Hey, I'm Elena, helping you grow up in your faith, your finances, and your life. Now let's jump into all the money mistakes I made in my 20s. Here we go. Number 1 is no savings. You'll be surprised that this is common not only with the younger generation, but everyone.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around.
But for Gen Z, nearly 40% don't even have $100 in savings. Now, come on. When this was me, this left me stuck in cycles of credit card use because I never had enough to pay for the unexpected. Flat tire, charge it. Unexpected bill, charge it. Trip to Jamaica I forgot about, charge it. No savings absolutely hurt my financial plan, and it's something that I scream to the mountaintops. Now, what I did to kick off my financial journey was I saved my first $1,000. This was actually not as hard as you think it is, and that really gave me a peace of mind, and it also covered those emergencies that allowed the room for me to focus on all the other things that I need to do with my money. Savings is so crucial because it not only allowed me to be financially stable and to set me up for future financial stability, but just gave me a chance to breathe. Okay, number 2, maxed out credit cards. I got my first credit card when I stepped foot on Texas State as a little naive 18-year-old. And from there, I racked it up. We're talking sushi dates. We're talking all drinks on me. We're talking new clothes for church, for school, for the party the next weekend. I charged my card for everything. Now, I thought I was doing my big one because I was getting reward points and cash back until I saw that $7,000 balance. And then things changed for me.
Surprise, surprise.
I had no clue how to pay this off, and this was holding me back so much financially. So what did I do to fix this? I believe sometimes you have to get a little extreme to change your bad habits. And what I did was I completely cut off access to my credit cards for a season. No, I cut them. I had to get in my head that credit cards were not free money, and I had to learn how to manage my money well. So I cut up all my credit cards and I began to use cash only. This not only changed the way that I was spending, but it absolutely transformed my relationship with money to where when I was ready to add in a credit card, I could do so responsibly. Number 3, I was always striving, but I was never satisfied. In my 20s, I was addicted to doing. I was addicted to trying to be successful, trying to get to the next level, and I would do anything for that, whether that was signing up for a new fitness challenge or trying to get a coach or going to the nearest conference for my empowerment. But what I was doing was I was spending so much money on this self-development, but I still lacked vision and self-confidence. The reality is that I was trying to achieve to feel valuable, to feel something, to feel like I was being successful when I saw all of my peers being successful. But no course, no coach, no challenge could fix what was a heart issue. That was a hard season of time and something that I'm still learning from. But one thing that actually helped me to break out of that mindset was actually just being still and cultivating my relationship with Jesus. Growing in my faith actually grounded me. It gave me an anchor and it helped me realize what my identity actually was. And this is something that no achievement could ever buy. So I encourage you, if you are struggling with trying to keep up with the Joneses, not feeling good enough, trying to live the soft girl, the luxury girl, all these eras, I challenge you to stop, pause, and look at your relationship with God and see if that is the area that you actually need to lean in the most. Number 4, a lack of confidence in always comparing myself. I touched a little bit about this on the last mistake, but I want to go just a tad deeper. We average about 4.5 hours on social media every single day. And that's, to me, on the low end. When I was in my 20s, I constantly scrolled, I constantly compared, and I constantly didn't feel good enough. So what did I do? I tried to be like the people that I saw. I bought all the clothes. I had to do my hair, get the bust down, buy the new skincare product, buy the new makeup. I was constantly trying to change myself to fit this mold of what I thought confidence was. It was a true identity crisis. Every scroll made me feel like I was being left behind and that there was nothing that I could do about it. I thought that I was doing everything I could to try to feel good enough, but I was exhausted and my bank account was exhausted. Social media can influence us so much, and we have to be careful about who we're following. These things that we see on social media, especially today, are not normal. All of these hauls that people do with all the clothes from Shein and these big purchases are not normal. The overconsumption of getting all these Stanley cups and all this makeup and having a room full of clothes and that being your closet is not normal. So what did I do to fix this? I had to make myself take social media breaks. There are some days where I just step away from social media even today, and just turning my brain off and getting back in my reality, getting back in my word with God, and trusting Him to tell me who I actually was freed me. Practically, I also made a shopping list. So I made a rule for myself that if it wasn't on this list that I was keeping, I was not going to buy it. Literally as simple as opening a Google Doc, and I would put it by the season. So my spring season, these are the things that would be on my wish list. And I could only buy from my wish list. It's so much harder right now with Temu and TikTok Shop and Amazon Prime, but create a wish list for yourself and tell yourself, promise yourself that you're only going to shop for that wish list. Give yourself at least 48 hours. That should help. Number 5 was people pleasing. In my 20s, I said yes to everything but myself. And I'm the pot calling the kettle black because I still struggle with saying yes to everyone but myself. But it was especially hard when I was struggling with money. Some of us are going broke because we're trying not to disappoint people. Splitting expensive dinners that you didn't even want to go to, going on those crazy birthday trips out of the country, signing on someone's car as a co-signer. People who are confident with their money, people who have a vision and a plan, do not move like that unless they want to. I want you to stop feeling guilty for getting in control of your finances, for making a plan. Maybe you're in a season where you want to pay down your debt and you just can't do everything. I want you to get comfortable with disappointing people, because the people who are really for you are going to celebrate you. They're going to understand. And if they don't, that's a telltale sign they may not need to be in your life anyway. So how did I change this? In my budget, I actually set a celebratory gift category. So every month I still do this. I set aside an amount for gifts. So this could be a baby shower gift or going to a wedding or a birthday. But every month I know that this is the amount that I have to celebrate other people. I also have a generosity bucket. So this is where I give to my church, I give to the poor. And sometimes when things pop up, like say I see like a GoFundMe or someone asks for money, I will use that account, but that account only. If I ain't got it, I'm sorry. I just don't have it right now, but I will pray for you. I will pray. It is okay to say no, and you have to find freedom in that. And in my 20s, I was just so afraid of letting people down. But as I'm getting older, I care less and less. And my money is getting bigger and bigger. Number 6, not investing because I thought I had time. At my first full-time job at 24, the company actually offered a 3% 401k match. But because I didn't know anything about money, I definitely didn't know anything about investments, I didn't sign up for that for 2 years. This was free money that I was leaving on the table every single day because I wouldn't take the time to just understand what an investment was, what a 401k was, and what an employee match was. It just felt confusing, and I thought I had time, but time was the thing that I was actually wasting.
Time is slipping away from me. Yeah.
And now I was becoming behind on building wealth because I simply wouldn't take the time to understand. So what did I do? I sought knowledge. Around the time that I was starting to pay off debt, I learned about how important 401ks are, and I learned how easy it is to actually set one up with my company. And so I set one up. And I still have that money to this day, and it's still continuing to grow with interest over time. The 20s are crucial for this because even if you invest just a little bit into an investment account, you will have more money over the long term than a person that started in their 30s. So I fixed this problem by seeking out knowledge. I was watching YouTubes, I was reading books, I was listening to podcasts, I was asking a lot of questions. These are the things that helped me have financial knowledge, which helped me to have more financial confidence. And it's something that I suggest that you do like today, especially if you're at a company that has an employee match. And number 7, living in fear. We live in a society that is pretty pessimistic. They're constantly talking about this being the worst generation ever, this being the worst time with your money. You'll never be able to pay off your student loans. Everything is terrible. Everything is terrible. Everything is terrible. I spent so much time believing the negativity, believing that I couldn't ever afford a house, believing that the economy was trash. I just didn't even want to try because why? Everyone was telling me that I shouldn't try. But fear makes you stuck, and having discernment and clarity helps you move forward. What I did and what I want you to do is I want you to turn down the noise and I want you to breathe. Like, take a breath. Let's do it now. It's going to be okay. I want you to really get clear about what you want, not what is realistic, not what feels possible, but what do you actually want? Do you actually want to be free from this debt? Do you actually want to be confident in your money? Those things are possible. How do I know? Because in my 20s, I didn't think they were. And when I decided to listen to another voice, when I decided to believe that I could do it, it absolutely changed all of my preconceptions that I thought. People are still saving, people are still building, and people are still thriving in this economy. Please don't let social media convince you to give up before you even try. That was life-changing for me when I decided to stop listening to them people. I don't even know them. And also, I had to stop listening to people around me too that didn't align with the vision that God was giving me. I had close people in my family tell me that it couldn't be done, that I couldn't pay off my student loans, I couldn't pay off my debt. And I just chose not to listen to them. And I'm so glad I didn't, because now I'm in such a better financial position in my 30s than I ever thought I would be. Making mistakes in your 20s is going to happen, but the purpose of this video is to help you see that the mistakes and the habits that we form in our 20s will follow us through the rest of our lives. And so if you don't figure out and take analysis of what you could be doing better right now, these are the same things you're going to be doing when you're 40, 50, 60, 80 years old. I hope this video helped you to think about your own money moves and how you can level up this year in your money and in your finances. If you liked this video and you would like more, subscribe and drop in the comments which mistake helped you the most. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.